Okay, so here's a story about why I would never fly Spirit Airlines again. I previously did a video that reviewed Spirit Airlines, and it was like as thorough as I wanted it to be. But anyway, today is a crazy experience. Today I end up flying Spirit Airlines again because I had an e-credit from the last time that I canceled a flight from them. So with my e-credit, I decided to book a flight to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico from Atlanta, Georgia. With my e-credit, I purchased what they have as a premium economy seat, and it is in row 5. So the way Spirit Airlines flights are set up currently is that row 1 and row 2 are their first class. Then their premium economy classes, I believe, are in row 4, row 5, row 6, and maybe row 7. So my seat was in row 5. The person that I was sent to in row 5, it was a lady, and her husband was in row 3. And so I asked her, I said, hey, do you want me to switch with your husband so that you can sit next to your husband? And she said yes, and that's exactly what I did. So I moved from row 5 forward to the plane, which is closer to first class, which should, from my perspective, be in the same class. I moved to row 3. So when I sat down in row 3, it did look a little bit weird because the way premium is set up is if you purchase a premium seat, then there's no one next to you. There is a seat by the window. The middle seat is clear, and then there's the aisle seat. So I didn't think anything of it. And the reason why it looked a little bit different is because in a premium seat, they make sure that the middle seat is actually clear by having a tray in the middle seat. So when I sat down in row 3, there was no tray, but I was like, maybe it's missing a tray.
Not only was it missing a tray at the time that I made the swap, there was no one sitting in the middle seat. It wasn't until right before the doors closed that the person who had the middle seat sat down. And that's when I knew that I probably messed up.
Anyway, fast forward, we're in the air. I'm in row 3, and I kindly asked the flight attendant if I can get a bottle of water. And I explained my situation. I said, hey, I was nice enough to swap my seat for someone who wanted to sit next to their husband. Is it okay if I get a bottle of water? And I was told no, the water is $5. So I said, okay. And I wanted to leave it at that. But I said, maybe she didn't understand what I said. Let me explain it again. So anyway, I explained it again in a different way to make sure she understood. And she told me, yep, I understand, sorry, can't give you a bottle of water. So I said, okay. I really wanted this bottle of water, and I didn't want to pay $5 for it. So I was like, there's no way she understands what I'm talking about. So maybe after a few minutes, and once everything got settled, I went up to the front, which is where everyone is standing there. And I fully explained the situation. I said, hey, I kindly swapped out my seat. Is there any way that you can comp me a bottle of water so I won't have to pay? Instead of saying no thank you, or instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know, I was told, oh, sorry, there's no way that I can verify that you actually swapped. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I have a ticket. I could just show you my ticket. And then I was told, well, now you're bothering me. So I said, okay, fine. Came back to my seat and I sat down. So then I asked, can I just get a cup of water if that was possible? Actually, I didn't. I asked if I would have to pay for a cup of water. And I was told that they don't offer cups of water. They only offer bottled water. But I was at least offered a cup of ice, so I guess if I would have just swallowed them ice cubes, that would have been good. I still find it kind of strange that they don't offer cups of water, considering that There's a large bottle of water sitting on the shelf in the gallery. So check it out. See that bottle of water? But they don't, so whatever.
In fact, on my return flight, when I actually stayed in my seat and didn't give it up to anyone, I asked for a cup of water and they provided me a cup of water with ice. So they definitely have the capabilities to provide cups of water and ice. But if you're sitting anywhere other than Spirit First or Premium Economy, you will not be able to get a cup of water. You must pay for a bottle of water or anything else that you want to drink.
So why am I recording this video? The reason why I'm recording this video as I'm sitting here on the plane is because I came back to my seat and the captain came out and they explained the situation to the captain of the flight. And after they explained the situation to the captain of the flight, another different flight attendant came up to me and they said, hey, we explained it. We even told the captain about the situation. Actually, he had a bottle of water in his hand when he came, so I thought he was going to give me the bottle of water, but he didn't. He said, hey, we explained the situation to the captain. The captain came out, and even the captain said that we cannot actually swap out, give you a free bottle of water because it's against the rules. So, because the captain of the plane knows the situation, and still I was not comped a bottle of water from Spirit Airlines. Like, there's no way that they're going to get my loyalty and my money ever again just on this situation. So anyway, what's the bottom line? The bottom line is don't swap your seats without verifying whatever class that you're swapping to. Don't make any type of assumptions, even though I think it's reasonable for me to assume that going further up on the flight is a better seat. Not with Spirit Airlines. If you're sitting in row 3, in between first class and premium, you're in economy and you will have to pay $5 for a bottle of water. Companies should know that things like this have an effect. They're in bankruptcy right now, yet they're doing things like this. So if you don't allow a customer to be nice to someone else that's flying, and then don't comp them a bottle of water, then that's on the company, and that goes against loyalties. And to be clear, just to capture my actual flight details, here's my ticket that shows 5C. And there's the flight 2407 from Atlanta to San Juan on, what's today? 29th of June, 2025. So if someone from Spirit Airlines want to investigate this, that's the details. Anyway, wanted to get that off my chest.
By the way, this is the free snack that you get in Premium Economy. So if you want to eat anything else, you'll have to pay for it. Peace.